Today's video we're going to talk about the rumour mill. The rumour mill that's going across all social medias. Everything I've been clicking on, it has been blowing up. And you know exactly what I'm talking about here. We're talking about Noel and Liam getting back together to form Oasis. I'm joking. Better than that, we're going to talk about African miners, specifically Premier African Minerals. Welcome back everyone to Buy Wholesale. I hope of course you are all well. What a day we all had on Friday. Premier African Minerals shot up to the moon. Everyone was going insanely crazy over it. We're going to have a look at the charts today before we get into the video. I personally have some great news. I through the YouTube channel, through understanding financial markets, my Amazon business, through all the things that I've been documenting for the last 3-4 years, I have finally been able to take the next step in my work employment. For those that don't know, I am a full-time quantity surveyor, so that has been what I studied in university. That's what I've worked my entire life to do, and as of last week I will no longer be working full-time. I have went down to working 2 days a week for the foreseeable, which means I now have a lot more time to focus on my other businesses and the YouTube channel. So over the next couple of weeks we're starting to get ourselves back into producing more, hopefully better quality of videos. So yeah, I'm excited for that, and I'm excited that Premier African Minerals decided to take a leg up here. Let's have a look. We can see that on Friday we finished 23.4% up, getting us back above 0.06, which has been a bit of a struggle for us over recent times. We can see here from the lows to the absolute highs, we had a pump of over 50%. Now I know some people were buying these dips, so you have been handsomely rewarded. But what has actually caused the pump? What has caused this to happen? There seems to be a lot of rumors out there that George Roach was in China. That rumor makes a bit of sense because in the video that we did, the watch along of the recent AGM, he did say that he was going to be talking to CanMax about a proposal for funding amongst other interested parties. So what we're expecting and what the rumor mill is assuming is that there must be something positive. And as always with EM markets and these African miners, insiders know what is going on first before anyone else. And it's usually an experience over the last year. Unfortunately, it's usually been to the downside before news comes out. But this is a pump. This has been a good pump, over 50%, like as I said, from the start to the high. So perhaps something positive coming? Or is this a manipulated pump because we have dilution to come? Now, there is many different reasons for that. No one truly knows. We are going to be expecting some sort of update this week, an RNS most likely. Will the pump continue? Today is a bank holiday in the UK, so we have to wait another day to find out exactly how this penny stock is going to open up tomorrow. This little jump, see right down here, this little squiggly line. You take a step back, guys. We are a long way away from any highs. Still 94% down since the 21st of April till now. So, you know, take things in perspective. Even on the year, we're still 86% down. Even on the 6 months, we're still 81% down. But on the 5 days, we are currently up almost 10%. So leave your comments down below. What is the catalyst? What is the reasoning? Best answer gets a special reward from me. Market cap has went up considerably, giving us a bit more better value for the actual company itself, because it's been horrible, guys. The asset is worth a lot more than what it is. The reason this has been sinking, for those that don't know, is the fact that the company has no money. Effectively, the company cannot keep the lights on. That's been the struggle with Premier African Minerals. We know the asset is there. We know we have a plant that, yes, needs modified. We're hopefully very close to the end. We've had hiccups with the previous supplier of the plant, didn't deliver on what they were promised to deliver on.
What's up with him?
What's up with you, mate? Where do we start?
And now we're at the point where we've run out of cash. We desperately need funding. We talked about it in the AGM that it needed to be a substantial amount of funding to get us across the line. George has made it clear that while he believes the plant is working well, it's going to take a lot of testing, optimization to get us to that point, which means a lot of diesel every day, men on the floor every day working. That costs money. So we've done more dilution. Dilution is only going to see is probably for about another month down the road, and the prices of lithium has went off the side of a cliff.
There's no fooling down there now.
So yeah, in a high interest market rate where loans are not possible, pretty much everything that could be going wrong and all the challenges that any company wouldn't want to face, Prem is facing head on right now.
How is your ass?
Got to shit.
So it's vital. It was vital that we ever sold the entire asset, which nobody wanted, but it was a solution, or we go and get extra funding elsewhere. Dilution to continue is not going to help anyone.
My arse has got no latch.
So fingers crossed, this is a sign, it is a catalyst for good news that is coming. Hopefully we get an RNS to say something like that, but watch out for that dilution dump, guys. And I know from speaking to some people, they want to get in and get out, they're going to take profits. If this is going to pump, mark my words, it will pump and dump the whole way, but hopefully it continues to rise. But watch out for them dumps, they're going to be brutal. But that's the fun, if you want to say fun, with Premier African Minerals and AIM stocks in general. So let's have a look a bit more at the technical analysis. Where's the positives coming from? Well, the positives are, as we talked about in the last video, I did say anyone buying around at these levels, you've got probably the lowest price you're going to be buying at. However, it could go bust. Okay, so it's a pretty big risk. But we knew from looking at the RSI, and we knew from the price of the asset, the plant itself, all the work that has went into it, that the market cap was not reflective of what this company really has, if you want to say that, what it actually has. The asset alone is worth a lot more than what it was reflective in the share price. So anyone that's bought, anyone that took a punt, like I said, if I had never heard of Premier African Minerals and I was coming in at these prices, I would have definitely took a punt at these levels, because this really was rock bottom. RSI was saying this has been massively oversold, and this level was going to act as support, and it goes way back to July 2019. So you're talking 5 years before it went below these levels. So it was a good time to get in. And if we actually look at it, it really doesn't look too much, does it? When you strip it out and you look at the whole entire thing, I mean, it's insignificant really, the pump, wasn't it? It really doesn't make it look like anything different. We are a long road back. And for those that maybe want to hear their hard truths about things, I know some people have average prices. I think the lowest I've heard now, I think the highest I've heard people have an average price of is in and around this 0.6 level. So let's just do the sums on it roughly. If we look, how much do you need it to pump to get up to those levels? Just about 808%. 808 at Heartbreak, for those that know the reference, that's where you're at. Heartbreak City, really, to get up to those levels. For those that don't know, I haven't bought any Premier African Minerals. Once it became apparent that we could go bust, I've just sat tight holding. And I have an average price of 0.39, which means I am looking at about just a 500% pump, which means from these levels, I'm going to have to see this stock up 500% just to break even. If funding is being secured and I can see a clear path, a clear timeline to production, like it's actually going to happen this time, I will go A and B, balls deep, back in Premier African Minerals. I've got nothing left on the buy. And if I miss, people are going, oh, you missed a 40%. See, at these levels, when I know there's a 550% uprise needed just to break even, I'm going to be buying the dip here. If I miss, say tomorrow pumps another 50, 60%, doesn't bother me. Fundamentally, as long as this company is solid, I can take that, and that's just trading, that's just investing. I'm okay with that. I need security. I need this to be firmed up. Now, since the last video, I have sold some. I put it into the Discord. I think I sold at 0.63. I sold about a quarter of my position for very little money. It was more, I guess it was more hedging my bets. The trader in me told me to sell this a long time ago, and I just thought at these levels, while it was probably rock bottom price, the problem was it could go bust, and the AGM gave me no reassurances. Oh God, and I hope to bloody God it isn't a good decision. I hope that this company pumps extremely hard, and I hope that this week we hear from Georgie Boy something very positive about funding. As it stands with the prices of spodumene, we are still at a profitable level, just about, mind you, at a profitable level for production. So if we can get the bags to CanMax, we're still going to make small, albeit small, profit on each bag we sell, which is good. At the end of the day, even if we were at a break even if we were able to pay the bills, keep the lights on, and just be doing all the work nearly effectively for nothing, that is still better than the cash burn that we're currently going for. So please take everything with perspective. Interest rates are turning round. The prices of commodities will bottom out and turn round. But if you want a wee bit of a glimmer of hope on the technical analysis point of view, well, if we strip this down to the 1 hour chart, which is interesting because that's when all the movement happened, it happened steadily. We did see almost 0.08 at one stage, so that is significant. You would imagine it'll go up and retest those types of levels again tomorrow, unless again an RNS or whatever, something bad comes out and kills the momentum on this. But we are above the 200-day moving average, and realistically the last time we went above the 200-day moving average, you're going to have to go back to about here, and we only just went above. This was May 24 for a significant amount of time. If you want to say when we broke out and really pumped, you're going to have to go back as far as February 24, so that is a long time ago on the R chart. So that's a bullish sign. It's a long road back on Premier African Minerals, but secure funding, it was always a long hold for me. 2030 play. When we started the channel, this was picked as a 2030 play, a 10-year hold. So yeah, the ups and downs, the good times and the bad, if we can get secured funding, some great deal that hopefully isn't leading to dilution or having us more over a barrel, we could definitely, sorry, let's scrap that, it won't be a coup, it will be 100% a massive share price movement with huge pumps and huge dumps along the way, but the stock will go up if we secure funding. Hope that helps. Please like, subscribe, help me grow the channel, leave your comments down below, and I'll see you all in a video very soon.